Today we're diving headfirst into the explosive fallout from Prince Andrew's total exile from royal life. King Charles has stripped him of his last shred of dignity, his Vice Admiral title and Her Royal Highness status, all tied to that Epstein nightmare. But here's the kicker. Insiders are whispering this isn't just about Andrew. It's a neon-lit warning to the Sussexes: step out of line, and you're out for good. Meghan, if you're watching, and let's be real, you probably are, this one's for you. We're about to unpack why your Hollywood fairy tale is crumbling faster than a soggy crumpet. First things first, let's get the facts straight on Andrew's banishment, because it's not just gossip, it's a blueprint for what's coming down the pike for Harry and his missus. According to Buckingham Palace's official word, King Charles himself pulled the trigger. He personally requested that Andrew's final title, Vice Admiral of the Royal Navy, be yanked away. That's not some junior aide's paperwork slip-up, that's the king saying, enough is enough. This comes after years of Andrew dodging accountability for his Epstein ties, that infamous BBC interview where he claimed he couldn't sweat, and the multi-million-pound settlement that screamed guilty without saying it. Now, why does this hit Harry and Meghan like a slap from the Queen herself? Royal insiders, and we're talking sources closer to the throne than your average Daily Mail hack, are calling this a turning point. Andrew distanced himself from duty, chased scandals, and poof, public rollover. Sound familiar? The Sussexes bolted to Montecito with their Netflix deals and Spotify flops, trading royal service for tell-all books and victim narratives. Harry's memoir Spare wasn't a love letter to the family, it was a grenade lobbed from across the pond. And Meghan? She's been the architect of it all, painting the royals as racist relics while cashing in on the very institution she claims to despise. This precedent? It's Charles tightening the noose on anyone who treats the crown like a bad ex they can trash on the Tyra Banks show. Let's zero in on Meghan Markle, shall we? Because while Harry's just along for the ride, the spare who couldn't spare his family the drama, Meghan's the one steering this Titanic straight into the iceberg. Royal commentator Lee Cohen didn't mince words in his post-stripping statement. Harry and Meghan should be quaking in their boots as the monarchy tightens its grip on defectors. Quaking? Oh, honey, they should be building bunkers. Andrew's ousting isn't random. It's a surgical strike against privilege without purpose. He lost his titles for Epstein's shame. Meghan's losing her relevance for something far more insidious, weaponizing her royal adjacency for personal gain. Exhibit A, the Oprah bombshell. Remember that 2021 tell-all where Meghan sobbed about the royals fretting over Archer's skin tone? It wasn't a cry for help. It was calculated chaos, timed perfectly to spike her profile post-Megxit. Fast forward to now, and that narrative's as fresh as week-old scones. She's parlayed it into Archual, a non-profit that's more PR machine than philanthropy powerhouse. Billions in promised donations? Crickets. Spotify dumped their podcast after one underwhelming season. Archetypes, my foot. It was archetypes of awkward silences and A-list cameos that went nowhere. Netflix? That $100 million deal's limping along on recycled royal reruns. Evidence? Just look at the Sussexes' finances. Public filings show Archual's revenue tanking, with insiders leaking that donors are fleeing faster than Cortez from a Meghan memo. And don't get me started on the hypocrisy. Meghan preaches empowerment, girl boss anthems and all, but her MO? Bullying the staff who built her up. Reports from the palace, corroborated by ex-employees, paint a picture of a duchess who demanded tiaras and tantrums, alienating everyone from the late queen to her own half-sister. Samantha Markle? Written off as toxic while Meghan plays the orphan card. It's classic projection. Accuse the royals of coldness while freezing out your own blood. Andrew at least had the decency to slink away quietly after his fall. Meghan's been tweeting jabs from her $14 million mansion, acting like the victim of a system she milked dry. Charles' move on Andrew? It's a message: no more free rides on the royal gravy train. Your Her Royal Highness might still hang around your neck like a noose, Meghan, but how long before the king snips it clean off? But let's not let Harry off the hook entirely. Though, let's face it, he's the junior partner in this duo of dysfunction. The warning's aimed at both, and for good reason. Harry's distanced himself harder than Andrew ever did. No more balcony waves, no charity handshakes on behalf of the crown. Instead, paparazzi chases in New York and lawsuits against the very press he once shielded the family from. That 2023 High Court win against Mirror Group? Noble on paper, but it reeks of selective outrage. He sues the paps now, after spilling family tea in Spare that made his own relatives fair game. Tie it back to Andrew. Both men fled duty for personal scandals. Andrew's was Epstein-fueled sleaze. Harry's is a slow-burn betrayal, egged on by a wife who's turned their exile into an industry. Cohen's right, they should quake. Charles isn't playing anymore. With cancer recovery behind him, the king's pruning the family tree like it's Versailles topiary. Andrew's the low-hanging fruit, but the Sussexes? They are the invasive vines choking the whole garden. Evidence mounts. Leaked palace memos, as reported in the Times, hint at final discussions on Sussex titles. Harry's military patronages? Already revoked. What's next? The dukedom. Insiders say it's on the table if another book drops or another Netflix doc drops truth bombs that aren't. Meghan's the spark, Harry the tinder, and Charles has the matches. Look, I get it, royal drama's entertaining as hell. But peel back the velvet curtain, and this is about more than tiaras and titles. Andrew's banishment closes a dark chapter on Epstein's shadow over the crown, protecting the institution from further taint. For Meghan and Harry, it's a gut check. Is your freedom worth the family's fracture? Meghan's critiques, from mental health pleas to racial reckonings, ring hollow when they are packaged as profit. The evidence? Her own words in that spare audiobook narration, where she coos sympathy but delivers daggers. It's not empowerment, it's exploitation. The royals have bent over backward. Private jets during COVID, olive branches ignored, only to be repaid with public floggings. Charles' grip tightening? It's not vindictive, it's vital. The monarchy survives on duty, not drama. Meghan, your California castle can't hide you forever. The precedent is set. Stray too far, and you're severed. Meghan's antagonism toward the royals isn't subtle, it's surgical. Her subtle shade at trooping the color, ghosting the family while jetting to polo matches, reeks of resentment. Andrew at least showed remorse in retreat. Meghan amplifies every slight into a scandal. Cohen's warning lands hardest on her. The monarchy's grip tightens, and her fingers are slipping. With Andrew's titles gone, expect whispers of Sussex demotions, no more Duke in dispatches, no Invictus invites without strings. The evidence? Palace silence speaks volumes. No birthday calls, no Christmas cards, just cold, calculated distance. Meghan, the feminist firebrand, reduced to irrelevance. Poetic, isn't it? The woman who claimed the crown choked her now chokes on her own ambition. So, there you have it, folks. Prince Andrew's shocking exile isn't ancient history, it's the Sussexes' future obituary. King Charles's bold stroke, stripping titles and ending public roles, screams precedent. No more scandals without consequences. Royal voices like Lee Cohen are blunt. Harry and Meghan quake away because the firm's done with freeloaders. Meghan Markle, you've charmed the choppered set and the chat show circuit, but your royal grudge match ends here. The evidence, from Epstein echoes to your own flops, indicts you as the defector-in-chief. Time to trade the crown for a quiet life, or watch it all slip away like Andrew's admiral stripes. What do you think? Are the Sussexes toast? Drop your hot takes in the comments, smash that like if you're Team Monarchy, and subscribe for the next Royal Rumble. Until then, keep it regal, keep it real.